Hey guys, welcome to this another beginning Java tutorial, and in this video we'll be downloading Eclipse to make our programming task a lot easier. So open up a browser and go to eclipse.org and click download. Now here you can choose either Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers or just Eclipse IDE for Java developers. I'm going to click this first link. And now choose the Eclipse for your system. For me it is Windows 64-bit. And finally click download. So Eclipse will be downloaded, and since I've already downloaded this file, I'm just going to cancel this download, and this file will be downloaded in this zip format. So all you need to do is open it, and since the installer is not included, we will manually copy this file and paste it in this program files directory. Continue. The file will be copied here. So now open this folder and send this Eclipse application to your desktop and rename it to just Eclipse, and now we can open it from here. Now it tells you to select the workspace. So workspace is a folder where all your projects and its files are saved. So we will be creating a new workspace, and I will create my workspace in D drive and then name it as Eclipse workspace. Click OK, and also don't forget to check this checkbox which says use this as the default and do not ask again. Click OK, and Eclipse will load all the files. So just close this welcome window, and now we will create our project. So for your extra knowledge, this Eclipse IDE which we are just using right now is also made using Java. So now right click anywhere on this project explorer and click new project. Select Java project and click next. You can name a project anything. I'm going to name mine as Java Learning and click finish. Click yes, and our project is up and running. So with this we have created our project folder. Now we need to create a Java class file. So a class file is the main file in Java, and whenever we compile our Java source code, it will be compiled to a class file, and all the objects in Java are based upon some certain class files. So to create a class file, just expand this Java Learning project and right click on the source and click this new and then class. So now we need to name our class file, and it must begin from an uppercase letter. You can name it anything. I'm just going to name it app. Now click finish. So now the class file is generated for us. So a class in Java contains methods and datas. Datas are different variables And when a Java program is run, it looks for the main method. If it does not find the main method, then the program can't run. So to make the main method in our class, we type public static void main, and then these two parentheses, and after them curly braces. Now put your cursor inside these curly braces and press enter, and again change your cursor, put your cursor in between these parentheses and type string args. So all methods don't have this form. It is that this main method must contain these three keywords, and under and between these parentheses arguments of string must be passed. So that is just the form of a main method. And now we will again print our hello world program. So to do so, type system.out.println, and then hello world. So there was our code, and to run this program we just need to click this icon right here, which looks like a play icon, and click this run, click OK, and you'll see the message hello world. So if you had watched the previous video, then you will know how easily we could run our program. If we if we don't use an IDE, then compiling and running part would have to be done by ourselves, and that can be a really frustrating task while developing big applications, because by using an IDE such as Eclipse, we can do all writing, compiling and running part in the same place. Now I want to talk about this println statement. So when you use this println statement, it will print the string which we specify within these double quotes, and then it will leave a line for any other statement to print. So in if we have another print line statement here, then let's say hi, click run. Okay, and you see this other print line statement is printed in another line. So instead of this print line, if you just use print, then you will see this another print statement will also continue in the same line, because when we use print, it will not leave another line to print the other string. It will continue in the same line. Similarly, if we want to add two or more strings in the same line, then we use the concatenation operator. So after this ending double quote, you can use plus and then specify double quotes again, and you can say hello world, my first Java program. Run, and you'll see you'll get all these strings in the same line, because this whole string is included inside this print statement. So this will all print in the same line, and since it does not leave any line to print other statement, this print line statement will also be printed in the same line. But if you add another print line statement here, like goodbye, run the program again, and now you will see this goodbye in another line, because after this print line statement finishes printing this high, it will leave a line for another print line, another print statement. So we can also leave a new line in this print statement, or even in print line statement. So if you want to print this my first Java program in another line, then what you can do is, before this string starts, either here or right here, you can use something called an escape character, and we will use escape character for new line. So what you need to do is click backslash and n, and on the program, and you will see it's my first Java program is printed in another line. So if you want to leave more line between two strings, then you can add more new line escape characters. Now it will leave 3 lines here. So you see here, these many lines are left between these two strings. So let's clear this, and again I want to talk more on this printing. Let's say we want to print a quote from someone, or a direct form of speech. For example, he said, "I am learning Java." So let's print what I just said, system.out.println, and then we will print he said, comma, and these two quotes, "I am learning Java." So now you can see Eclipse has also pointed the error, and if you try to run this program, click OK, proceed, and you will see errors here. So this double quote right here is treated as the ending string, so we cannot use this type of string without the help of escape characters. So at this point we want to escape this double quote to make sure Eclipse does not treat the JDK does not treat it as the double quote of this first double quote. So to print this type of strings, just put a backslash before any quote, and also here. Now we have escaped this double quote right here, and we will get the result. He said, "I am learning Java." So that was all about printing, and the final thing to discuss is about this font and font size of the text in this editor. So you might want to change you might want to format this text. So to do so, go to Window and click Preferences, and expand this General tab, and go to Appearance, and then Colors and Fonts, and then expand this Basic tab, and select Text Font, and click Edit. And now you can play with different font and font size. So I'm going to choose bold, and then 12. Okay, apply, and okay, now you see the font is changed. So that's all for this tutorial, and see you guys in the next one.